The Beginner Locksmith talks about universal key systems.
This is Beginner Locksmith, and today I just want to have a general discussion about universal keys and how they work. There are many common questions I get messaged about, and I kind of just wanted to clear the air about them and go over some other points and why I use all these different universal keys systems. But before that, a word from our sponsors.
Hey guys, it's the Beginner Locksmith. To anyone interested in trade, thinking about a possible career change, or stuck in a dead-end job like I was, I've been there, and automotive locksmithing gave me a real path forward. That's why I built this course to give you a simple, affordable, and organized way to get started, even if you know absolutely nothing. If you've been thinking about getting into trade, check out the course area in my members only area. Third membership tier, Locksmith Academy, on my YouTube channel, and start learning the fundamentals today. And here's how to join. See you there.
So, I want to start by cleaning up one question I always, without fail, get asked, and it comes up constantly. And I get asked by total beginners. I get asked by residential locksmiths coming in to the automotive side, and then, they have this question. I get asked this question from automotive locksmiths that have never really used universal keys. They just always had aftermarket and OEMs, straight aftermarket and OEMs, but they haven't really used universal keys. So the question is, can I generate the universal keys using different key generators? The answer is no. Each prospective brand has to generate their own prospective keys. So Key DIY cannot generate X-Horse, and vice versa. That's the one thing. Okay, there's another question. Question number 2. Do I have to use their key programmer, their brand's key programmer, to program their keys? And the answer is no. So once with the Key2 Max Pro I've generated these keys, I can program it with my KM100, my Teenager Pro. It just turns into a straight up aftermarket after that. All these keys just turn to straight up aftermarkets after you generated them with the prospective brand. So if I generate a KY key, that just becomes an aftermarket basically. The same with the KW100, the same with the KM100. Once you generate them, they just become a normal aftermarket that you can program with any key programmer. So those are the two most commonly questions I get asked without fail. And it's pretty often, No hate to anybody, but I'm just cleaning that up right now. I'm going to go through all my key systems right now. So for the X-Horse system, I have the Key2 Max Pro. It works as a key generator and a key programmer. I stock up plenty. I use the wired, the wireless, and the push start versions. I do want to say I don't use the super remotes because I find them kind of pointless. I always just carry a bunch of super chips and get tons of wired if I need and instead of using a super remote. Me personally, that is. But each to their own. This is probably what I would recommend first if I were starting over again. And I do love their super chips as well. And it's probably the most flexible and useful of all the key systems. Then now you can probably go with the KM100 or the KW100. To me, they're pretty equal. Although lately I've been leaning towards the KW100. I recently got it, but their lookalikes are so good. I mainly got it for these lookalikes right here. Man. Because before that, I would have to buy the Ilco aftermarkets for these. And I like Ilco, but they're expensive sometimes. So, if I can give a good quality key and it's cost effective, that'd be great. So with the KW100, Lunzer helps me do that. Autel's been great as a key generator and stuff, but I don't know. Lately, I just don't even like to pull it out too much. Very little. I'm slowly leaning towards the KW100, but if I have one of these two will be your next one if after the Key2 Max Pro and X-Horse system. I will say the 18100 chips seem fine, but I don't really like to get too many complicated things. So for me personally, if the X-Horse super chips fails, I'm going to use an OEM chip. I'm not going to be messing around with another aftermarket chip. That's just me. And last but not least is the key DIY. And even though I love the key DIY, they have excellent lookalikes. The only problem is they're not as flexible as X-Force, but they do have great lookalikes, and they have the new KDX26 chip. I don't use these. To be honest, I've used them here and there, and they've been good. They haven't failed me. But like I said, I'd rather just stick to the X-Force Super chips, and then after that, I'll use an OEM chip if it fails for whatever reason. But yeah, these are also great, but they'd be my last choice. So I rank them first X-Force, then you can get one of these and these. But again, I like this because they have these. I mainly just honestly got the KW100 just for the Honda type lookalikes, and with the E key. And they have their own GM version, so it's kind of nice to have the lookalikes. But yeah, I've been liking their lookalikes. Anyway, that's my key system, and then I do want to say that KW100 doesn't have their own super chips or anything like that. I heard that they can use the King chips, but I'm not going to verify this because like I said, I don't care. If I can't use the extra super chips, I'll just use that OEM chip. But you know, it can generate chips if you have OEM chips and stuff or other aftermarkets. I'm gonna do a 2020 Honda CRV. I decided to opt for auto. Place the battery. Okay, good right there. Okay. Universal key generation. Yeah, it's that one. You have to make sure you have Wi-Fi. Completed. Ready to be programmed. So just program the key. But yeah, use an auto remote. So unfortunately, I couldn't show the programming procedure for the Honda CR-V, the 2020. The customer was there, and he was always like a foot away from me, basically, or like within arm's length, watching me work the whole time. Which is cool. He has the right to do that, I guess. Looking over my shoulder, basically want to hold hands. Whatever, it is what it is. But this is what I did. I used the Key Tool Max Pro to program the Autel Universal. Honda CR-V. Okay, let's go. Right here. Oh, keys lost. And then I went with method number 2. Method number 1 sounds really complicated and not worth the hassle. But anyway, that's basically what I did. And I used the Autel Universal, generated it with the K100, then programmed with the Key Tool Max Pro to show that all universals are just aftermarkets essentially once they're generated. But yeah, if you guys like this video, comment, like, subscribe. I promise I'm going to add more programming videos into the mix. And thanks for watching. Beginner Locksmith signing off.